letting this one roll on out. There's only 1 week left from today until the real regular season starts. So we're giving Jimmy a little bit. He worked hard today. A little bit, and trabajo un poquito. He's gotta work. At some point, he's gotta make up for his, time off. That's what we were doing tonight. We're gonna let it run. And you're gonna enjoy it. Okay, that's it. Okay, we're done. Okay, we're done because we can have a little bit of fun because there's not a lot of time left to have fun. We don't know. But let's still be real. Today fue una mierda de pinga, coño, pero ¿qué estaba pasando con esta gente? That was tonight. We all know this shit. We all know it. So let's stop kidding around. Esto fue de pinga. Y cultura. Y cultura. Y cultura. Y cultura. Da, 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 da. Y cultura. 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 However you say it, that's how you say it now and forever. I don't make the rules, I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura, Studio M-O-G-U-R-A. Hit me up at the PayPal, hit me up at the Cash App. Hey, look, man. I really appreciate the 3 people that watch and listen. And the stragglers that at some point maybe I get out of the way. I thank you very much for taking the time out to listen to us. But if you do catch this message, please support. $1, $2, $3, $4, don't matter. Just include your name in the memo, and I will include your name in the IMDb listing and give you producer credit for our upcoming film. Because I talked to Otto this past week, and it is still on, baby. Which is always my biggest fear. My biggest fear is like, man, I wrote this shit for Otto. I'm doing this shit, and it lives or dies if Otto wants to do it or not. And we talked, and he's like, I'm going on tour. I'll be back. Let's do it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to do it. So it's still on. So I need to raise funds for these things to pay for people, bro. Please, seriously. So if you can, throw down whatever you can. Toss it to my PayPal. Toss it to the Cash App. Put your name in the memo. Say it's for either the film or the animation, and I will put you down for sure. Okay? If you want something tangible, get my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon, and also on Barnes & Noble for the hardcover online. Basically a chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. It's my misadventures as a raver, going around, doing crazy stuff to this particular party called Full Moon Nights. That was this insane event that took place at a go-kart amusement center. It was the stuff of dreams, and it really happened. And this is basically the story of it. So please check it out. Check that out. Still working on my second album. I really haven't written anything because I've been just doing taxes, and I'm just like, so I can't believe I even did 2 drawings. I have a third, but I've just been staring at it for the past couple of days because estoy tan cansado, tú no sabes. Estoy ahí tan cansado. So check out also octotaco.com, which is my blog and also my comic shop. I'm gonna have to get back into it because I need money. I'm also fucking broke. Estoy fucking broke, So that's why I'm asking people for money for the movie, and I'm asking for support with the book, and I'm asking for support with the comic shop, which I'm gonna get back online, and it is online. But I mean, if you see something you like, just go and buy it, and I'll get the notice, and I'll be like, is it for sale? And I'll be like, okay, cool, and I'll give it to you. And if it's not, I'll be like, sorry, here's your money back. No, yeah, I'll give you your money back. You know what I mean? Lastly, check out my TeePublic shop, which has my original designs, my t-shirt designs, especially the official He Cultura shirt featuring Ted. And also check out my Spotify playlist, which has my entire discography from 1999 up until last year, 2023, with my latest release, The Reflection Blinds You from Seeing the Truth. Okay, so what happened tonight? I don't know what happened tonight. Do you know what happened tonight? No, you don't. Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. So don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to that person. Don't listen to that girl. Don't listen to the woman. Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to anybody. Just watch this team. Take the pain. Feel it in your vein as it courses through, burning and burning. It's the only way. That is going to be the next week. It is going to feel like you have taken molten lava and you are mainlining it into your heart. It is going to hurt. It is not going to be fun. Most of it. It's not going to be fun. But of course, at the end, if you get like this kind of thing, you know, many of you will convince yourselves that like, oh my God, it's not with a hey, with a hey, you know, you're gonna do it, which is that's fine. That's what we want. That's the way. But those that can read between the lines know that like there is both like issues here, yet there is no issues here. Because, you know, when you think that you know this team, you don't. And when you know that you don't know this team, you do. So I don't know what to do anymore. And I really agree with Mike Ryan, you know, weeks ago, him saying, just, you know, write it out. And that's what we're doing. We are riding the snake. We are kissing it on the lips and hoping that it lets us into the garden. The garden of the playoffs. Possibly in Madison. And that's all we really want. We just want to get into the playoffs and just so we can start this regular season and we can just, okay, give us the 7-game stretch that we've been practicing this whole goddamn fucking season. Give us the 7-game kind of batch that we've been practicing this whole fucking season. This whole fucking season has seemed like shit. But how many 7-game series did this team win? I don't know. That is something that I would like to check out. Okay? I would like to do that. I'm not going to do that now. Because you can't, I don't think you can just total the wins and be like, divide that by 7, and that's how many they won. I don't think it's, I can do that because it's, you got to see the stretch of games that they played. And I guess you could. Could you? Right, yeah. Because because do we divide by 7? I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. I just don't want to do math right now because I literally spent all day with this guy doing his 20, 21, and 22 and 23 taxes, and it was frustrating because we spent the whole time at the end that we couldn't fucking bill him. We couldn't do anything. We spent all that time just getting it ready, getting prepared, blah, blah, blah. And as you dig deeper, you find out, oh, wait, there's this. Oh, wait, there's that. And it's like, man, I spent like 2 hours with the fucking guy. And still, we kept on finding shit. And it was like a hoarder of taxes. It was horrible. It was a horrible experience. I don't wish it on my worst enemy to do taxes. It's just, I can't take it anymore, you know? That's why I'm like, please support the art, support the music, support everything, you know, because, yeah, estoy de pinga con fucking taxes. But anyways, that's what we were doing. Spent the whole time. So I don't want to do math right now, so I'm sorry. So somebody go figure it out. How many 7-game series did this team win? Because there were stretches of the season where we lost like fucking 10 games or some shit like that. And you can't, that's not going to equate. That's obviously a loss. But if you count the games, you've won, there's some games in there that you won in a 7-game series that you lost. So we got to find that out. And ultimately that will tell us what the fuck we're going to do. We're going to do it right now. We're going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Okay? We're going to do it right now. I'm bringing out my little notepad. Okay. Now let's go to the beginning of the fucking season. And before the in-season tournament, which is stupid. This was all stupid. All of this was fucking dumb. No, this is 23rd. This is our way to be destroying everybody in the fucking playoffs. Series preseason. Oh, and then this is like, okay. And then this is where, this is when the season started. Boom. October 25th. Okay. So let's see if we can tally this up. So we've got a Heat win. This is 1, 2, 3. Why is there a missing game here? That's really weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So in the first 7-game stretch that we did was Celtics, Timberwolves, Bucks, Heat. Bucks, Nets, Wizards, Lakers. Okay. Start of the season. He got a win. He got a loss, or 1-1. He got a loss, 1-2. He got another loss, 1-3. He got another loss, 1-4. So that is a no-go. That is a lost series. Okay. That is the first lost series, right? So after the Laker game, what's our next shit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up until the Bulls. So we had Grizzlies, Hawks, Spurs, Hornets, Nets again, Bulls, and Bulls back-to-back. How do we do this time? We got a win against the Grizzlies, another win, we're 2-0, another win, we're 3-0, another win, we are 4-0. We swept this series. So let's put that as a win. Okay, and now we're moving on. And we have the Cavs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to the Raptors. And we have Cavs, Knicks, Nets, Bucks, Pacers, Raptors. Okay? So in this series, we had a win, a loss, 1-1, 1-2 with the Nets, 1 win, 1-3 with the Bucks, 2-3 with win over the Pacers, 2-3, and 4-3 loss because the Pacers beat us the next one. So that's a loss for this series. Okay? So we'll do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to the Raptors. And now we pick it up with the Cavs, right? So we had Cavs, Hornets. The next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had Cavs, Hornets, Bulls, Timberwolves, Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Magic. Okay, so how did we do with this one? We did loss with the Cavs. We were 0-1. A win, 1-1, 2-1. 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3. Bam, nice. 4-3. That's a win. Ooh, we got a win. Okay, 4-3. So now we're starting at the Hawk. At the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hawks to Suns. That's a win. It's a win. It's a win. 3-0. 3-1. 3-2, 4-2. Boom, got this. Bam, that's another win. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're going to the Rockets. Thunder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Rockets, Thunder, Magic, Hornets, Nets, Raptors, Hawks. Okay, so how do we do? We got a win, a loss, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. We got a win here. Boom, another one. Moving on. Start of the new year. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had basically Magic, Grizzlies, Celtics, Knicks, Suns, Kings, and Wizards. This is not an easy stretch right here. So we had a loss, 0-1, another loss, 0-2, 0-3, 0-4. Boom, we lost this series right here. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're going to the Clippers. We had the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clippers to Pelicans. This was this crazy stretch, remember? This was going right before All-Star break. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the Pelicans. So Clippers, Magic, Spurs, Celtics, Bucks, 76ers, Pelicans. That was a great stretch. So we had a loss, 0-1. We had a win, 1-1. Another win, 2-1. Lost Celtics, 2-2. 3-2, 4-2. Bam, we win this one. Gotta win. I like it. Pelicans, okay. And then the Pelicans. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. This is the shit. This is when the shit hit the motherfucking fan. Okay. So we had Kings, Trailblazers, Nuggets, Jazz, Pistons, Mavericks, Thunder. Okay. This was the shit. So we had a win, 2-0 against the Blazers. A lost Nuggets, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. So even though we got our ass, this was like we came away with the win here. So boom, we got a win. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now Wizards, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Pelicans. So Wizards, Nuggets, Pistons, 76ers, Cavs, and Pelicans. Okay. So we had a loss, 0-1, 0-2. 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3, 4-3. We lost this one. We lost this. This was bad. We lost this one. Okay, so now we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had Cavs, Warriors, Blazers, Wizards, Knicks, 76ers, and Rockets. So this was a win for us, loss, another win, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Bam, we win this one. Okay, boom, we win that one. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're going. Oh, can't move anymore. Oh, 7, right? And now we're going Pacers. Okay, and this is the home stretch. This is the home stretch. Starting with the Pacers, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wait a minute. Did we do that right? Yeah, we did that right. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then now is the home stretch, which is Pacers, Hawks, Mavericks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the last series, and this is 5 games. This series, okay? And it's probably like that because of the in-game tournament that we probably missed like 2 games that they took out for that. So in this 5-game series, we are 1-1. We have the Mavericks tomorrow, and the Raptors, and then the Raptors again. So how we come out of this 5-game series, which right now we're tied 1-1, okay? How are we now right now? We're 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 losses. We have 4 losses when you combine all the games. When you basically do 7-game bunches through this season. We have 4 of those series. We have lost 4 series in this season. Okay? Not counting this last one of 5 games. Okay? How many wins do we have? Well, how many do you think? How many do you think? How many do you think we have? Do you think we have more than 4? I mean, obviously, because it's got to be, right? We have 7. We are 7-4 when it comes to 7-game series. 7-4. That's like, whatever. That's what you gotta look at. That's the record. That's the record of this team. Okay? That's the record of this team. Is that we are 7-4. We are not whatever the fuck it is. Palabingas, a bunch of freaking games. We are the equivalent to a 7-4 NFL team about to go into trying to get into the playoffs. Is that what we are? Is that who we are? We're 7-4. Because that's really how you got to play this game, man. If we're running it to get into the playoffs, which right now we know we will, I don't know if we are going to be able to win tomorrow. The saving grace is that they were playing in Atlanta, which is not that far away from Miami, and they probably immediately just left right now, and their drive either flying down, so they're gonna be back here in like an hour and a half, maybe like not even, maybe an hour and a half, and they'll fly and they'll be down here back in Miami. So they'll be back here by midnight. By midnight, they'll be getting in to Miami, and it's not like they're gonna. I don't even think so, man. They'll probably already. I imagine by now they're already getting to like the airport and shit, right? No, no, no. It's like 10:30, so it's just 10:30 we started, so the game ended like around 10:15 or something like that. So todavía, they'll get to the airport now like 11:30 something like that. They'll get in the day and they'll fly down here. They'll be here by 12:30, so it'll be whatever. But they're gonna be gassed, man. They're gonna sleep all day. But tomorrow's gonna be tough. Tomorrow is gonna be really, really tough for them to win. If they can win tomorrow, if they don't win tomorrow, they gotta win the last two games. Okay? If they don't win tomorrow, they gotta win the last two games. They gotta win the last two games. They have to. So we'll see, man, because this guy's playing like an animal. This guy's an animal right now. So I don't know how they're gonna stop him, to be honest with you. But I see that okay, we're 7-4. That's good. Okay, I see where we're at now as far as how we can win series. It's about winning series and catching people out, off and stuff. And I know we all saw what happened to Giannis, man. So we gotta get in somehow. We gotta get in it somehow. Okay, we gotta get in it somehow. I'm not gonna go too long just because I'm so wasted, man. I'm really, really fucking tired. I mean, I didn't make any coffee because it's like so late, and I don't want to be up until like fucking 3 a.m. I actually want to just probably. I think I'm gonna throw. I forgot to watch Shogun last night, so I'm gonna watch it now and then chill. But there's nothing more to say about this team. Everybody is who there is. They're gonna try their hearts out, and they're gonna get. But heroes. This is why we need Hero is the guy. Okay? Hero is our guy, man. He's our offensive guy. He makes this team really, really, really powerful, man. And it's really important that we get Duncan Robinson back by the playoffs, man. I expect Duncan Robinson to be back by the playoffs. So, and gotta hope that he comes in with rhythm, but I can't guarantee that. So it's good. It's really important that we get Hero back. Remember, this Hero hasn't had a good playoffs, man. Hero didn't play the playoffs at all last season. He's itching to get into the playoffs. He hasn't had a big playoff game since, the bubble. Because the year before, when Jimmy took the shot at the Celtics, dude, Hero was out at that time. It's important that we win these next games just to make it easier on us. But I don't even want to like get into like how the DeLon Wright is better than fucking Terry Rozier, because it's just they're both like almost the same player, but like one half of the other. Like there's things that this guy does and there's things that this guy does. But I just like the way that DeLon Wright kind of just fits into how the Heat typically have this mold. And I understand that when people look at Terry Rozier, they're like, "Oh, look, it reminds me of Dwayne Wade." I can already hear people saying that, but it's not, okay? It's not. And yeah, he makes crazy shots and all that kind of stuff, but I find when he's on the court, he is not giving up the ball to the people that are supposed to be taking the shots, which is like Butler and Bam, and getting them involved and stuff. He ends up like holding the ball and running around, like not knowing what to do for like most of the time, and then gives it up at the very last second. It's like, no, dude. And this team still is. Today was so scatterbrained and so like sloppy. Everyone was so sloppy today. Like Bam especially, lackadaisical. Everyone throwing, come on, kind of like taking his time to get. And I get it. They were probably tired or something, but it wasn't like they played last night. So I can't even imagine how they're going to be tomorrow. If they were like this tonight, oh my God. I'm scared. So with that, just, let's ride these people and let's just try and make it to the season again as healthy as possible. Look up, and then we're going to see where we're at. And wherever we're at, that's where we're at. We're not going to try anymore. We're not going to be like, we got to try and get to this thing. No, let's just try and play out these last 3 games, and that's it, bro. Yeah, try and get to this shit already. Tired of this shit. This has been such a long and season, in so many ways, but at the same time it's been exciting, but at the same time it's like you don't know if it's actually been exciting. You don't know what's kind of going on. So so that's why I just want to get to this point. I want to get back to this point. Same way that when we were against the Celtics and Jimmy was like, we're getting back to this point, and then boom, we got back to this point. But then we got further ahead, and it was like, we didn't make it because of, fucking this guy. Now the same thing. We want to just get back to this point. We want to get back to that point that we were at last year. And it took a lot of grinding, but we're like here at the position where, okay, now this is where we work to get back at that point. So you got to believe that these guys are okay, finally they made it to this point where it's like, okay, now these games are going to start to matter, and we got to try and like really pull these out. And so a win like tonight really helps because it was like, it doesn't even matter if we lose against the Mavericks. It's like, who cares? But I know it matters, but I just want to say, I just feel like this tonight was a really grind out win that was like, okay, this will wake these guys up. Look at how this was a game that like if they were really ready to give it up and they were like, okay, this team is not going to fucking get into the playoffs. This team is not going to make any noise. This team is just bullshit. They would have died tonight. They would have died in the second overtime. Hell, they would have died in the first overtime. You saw in the first overtime they were down like 5 and shit already? They should have died there. But they didn't. They didn't die there. They kept on going. They wanted it. They proved that they wanted it. They proved they want this. So let's go get it. We're here now. 3 games away. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen so that we can rest, man. Let's get that 6 so we can rest. And let's do a little voodoo ahí, un trabajito ahí, so the other teams lose, man. I mean, that's what we need right now. We desperately need that right now. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. If tomorrow night is insane, I will be on. I'm going to try to be on just because it's the last 3 Culturas. And as much as it pains me, I'm just going to try and get home early. I'll see, but it's just tonight, this whole week, we have to make sure we get a lot of people, everybody done and everybody in. So it's just a lot of work. It's just so tiring. So yeah, so just we'll see. But I'll probably be on it because, fuck it. Who gives a shit? If they win, I'm definitely on. I'll tell you that fucking much. Okay? If they win, I'm on. You know it. All right, so that's how we do it. Anything else? No, I mean, that's pretty much it. Cultura, 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 da, 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 da. Cultura, 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 cultura. However you say it, that's how you say it. Now and forever. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules. I am Studio Mogura. Studio Mogura. Hit me up at the PayPal. Hit me up at the Cash App. Please support. Put your name in it, in the memo, and I will put your name as a producer, and I'll give you credit for the film or the animation, whichever we apply it to. Buy my book, Full Moon Nights, available on Amazon. Hardcover on Barnes & Noble online. Chronicle of the Miami rave scene in the early 2000s. Basically, my misadventures as a raver. Growing up and going to this party called Full Moon Nights. Check out my comic shop, octotaco.com. Check out my TeePublic, where you can get the official Cultura t-shirt. And then also check out my Spotify playlist with all my tracks dating back from 1999 up until last year with my latest release, The Reflection Binds You from Seeing the Truth. So we'll be back here tomorrow, man. If these guys pull it off, I'll definitely be back here. If they don't pull it off, I'm gonna try my best to muster up the energy to be on here. It's just really tough when they lose because it's just like I don't want to talk about fucking losing. You know, like you want to get stats about losing and fucking bullshit. You know, go somewhere else. You know, right now this is just like, you know what? I'm doing this to feel good now. I'm doing this when I want to like feel good because the whole time, even though we win, I'm gonna use that time to rip on the team and rip on the things that we need to improve on. Did I say improve or improve on? I think my lips got stuck. I don't know what happened there. But I don't want to rip this team on things to improve on when they lose, because that's like, okay, that's already too much, you know. If it was like with somebody else and we could just rip on the team, then yeah, I guess I would do it. But it's just me, so you know what? I'm not gonna waste the brain energy. Okay, so that's how we roll. We will be here again tomorrow. What time is that? No, I think it's not regular time. I don't need to look. I don't need to look. What's wrong with you? Huh? Are you ridiculous? Are you ridiculous? Because I think you're ridiculous. So yeah, that's how we do it, guys. All right. So we'll be here tomorrow, guys, gals, everyone. We'll be here tomorrow after the game. Don't freak out. Just freak out.